Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Canadian Football Central. CFL content for the fans, by the fans. I'm still a little bit under the weather. Our first video of the new year. I'm hoping to finally get healthy soon. All this fun stuff. We're going to get there eventually.
The Bakerfield Bandit has struck in Hamilton.
Yes, Stavros Katsantonis has signed a 3-year deal with the Hamilton Tiger Cats, which will keep him locked up through 2028. He makes $205,000 in 2026. In 2027, he will make $210,000, and in 2028, he will make $215,000. After his best year in the CFL, which he played 17 games, 69 defensive tackles, 3 special teams tackles, no sacks, 6 interceptions though. And yeah, so first thoughts for the Ticat fan on the channel.
So here's my thought for you, Carter, is you're paying, okay, if you take out the 40,000 bonus, you're paying them roughly 160, okay? Out of the marketing money. Then you include, I don't know what Peters' marketing money is, but he got 175,000 per year. So between the two of those, that's 375,000 between 2 DBs on your defense. That both, if you include Amos, which Amos hasn't been re-signed yet, once he's re-signed, that's 17 interceptions that the 3 of them had last year. Like, I don't know what it is, if it was the DB's coach, if it was the defensive play calling. But man, if you looked across our secondary last year, like, we had the most interceptions last year. Yeah. Not only that, but Katsantonis had the most tackles in the year. So it's just, things are starting to come together.
Yeah.
I was actually doing the calculations today. So there is exactly, and this isn't including Tuesday because Tuesday isn't over yet, 26 days left until the tampering window begins. Do you not realize of how many players have to be re-signed?
There's a lot still.
Those 26 days.
Winnipeg, please re-sign Willie Jefferson. Please get it done. James Waters as well. That needs to be a priority.
There is going to... You know what it is? It's not that these things take long to come together. It's... Also today is the window that the NFL window begun until February 10th at 12 o'clock Eastern.
Yeah.
Which is, so all those people that were getting workouts with the NFL teams have until that day and time to sign those players.
Yep.
So now you have to think to yourself, okay, if you're Hamilton, Brandon Hill, Devin Verasek, Isaiah Wooden, what do we do with them? Do we pencil them in thinking that they're coming back? Do we pencil them in thinking that they're not coming back? That's a lot of things that you got to take into consideration. Yep. That's not just us. That's you guys with Vadville. There's going to be a lot with the Ticats. There's a lot of, I would say, now that the front office management is finally settled on who's doing what, you'll start to see contracts being announced over the next coming weeks. And I don't know about you, but I know we lost in the West semifinals. Man, this offseason is dragging on like...
You mean you lost in the East semifinals? You said West.
Well, you know what I meant.
Yes, that's true. No, I mean, yeah, I mean, for it's been interesting because like this off season for me has been really weird because meant like we were getting near the end of the season and it's like, yay, Jets hockey's back. Let's focus on the Bombers though, and watch that go. And then it didn't go so well. So it's like, hey, let's go check up on the Jets. Oh, Jets are having a bit of a rough start. Hopefully they'll get going. The Jets did this thing called didn't get going and continued to suck. And time went on, and it got close to Christmas, and then I got sick, and I'm still not healthy yet, and it's now January 6th as of recording this. Trust me, I'm loving that every second of it. That's why this is happening.
But if
And
you
then
if you
hold on. Let me finish. We're still getting to it. So I then go on vacation, being like, you know what? We're gonna watch the Jets play the Leafs and play the Senators on the road. So I go to Toronto and I watch a Jets versus Leafs game, where the Jets get all of these leads and then find ways to blow them every time, which is wonderful. This is great. And we decide to scratch Nino Niederreiter and play Gustav Nyquist because it's fucking opposite day or something. So we're going to do the dumb shit instead of the smart shit. So we do that. And not only that, we have Gustav Nyquist at 36 years old on the first power play unit. Reminder, in the entire season, he has a grand total of, drumroll please, Rick. Guess how many goals he has? He has fucking nothing. Not a one. Not a one.
Why would they?
That was terrible. Why would they what?
Yeah.
Why would they play him? Because it was a dumb fucking decision.
Signed him in the first place.
Because they thought he would do better than that, and he didn't. He sucks. Because he played on the worst version of the Detroit Red Wings. Also known as, hey, remember when they went on that big undefeated playoff streak? Well, he was on after that. After all that good shit, he was on the bad shit. That was the guy that we signed. Great job, Cheveldayoff. Sorry, I have to finish my rant. Then we went to Ottawa and watched them lose again, which was just fantastic. And so now we are calling all of the Winnipeg Tank Commanders because this guy named Gavin McKenna, and we'd be real interested in him because the Winnipeg Jets are in the prime position in the standings, which I would refer to as fucking last place to get this Gavin McKenna guy. Although Stenberg looked pretty good as the Swedes won gold today. That's how my off season's been. And we got football back in a couple months.
What I was actually going to say was, if you think about it, so a free agency tampering window starts in 26 days.
This is true.
A week after that free agent begins. March, you have the combine, the draft combine. April, you have the draft. End of April, you have the draft. And then training, rookie camp, training camp. Season will be here in no time.
There's a lot going on.
My thing is, I know this is a Katsantonis video, but my thing is what the Ticats are going to do with Tim White.
Great question.
Because, I mean, I have my own theories that I've decided what I want them to do. Now, my theories are not going to be the same as other people's theories. But I know you don't have the sheet in front of you. So I counted 11 receivers from the 500 yards all the way up to just before the 900 yards. 11 receivers. I'm sure one of those receivers you can throw 100,000 at and call it a day.
Yeah.
Turn around and use the rest of the money on defense.
Fair enough.
But it has to be someone that likes to play that far, far side wide field.
Yeah.
Where no one gets any passes. Because that's what Bridges had this year. That far away side.
No, but I mean, like, all in all, I like this move for Hamilton. Katsantonis, so he was born in Bakersfield, California. However, he went to school at UBC, so he's classified as a national. He's played in the CFL since 2021, always on the Ticats. Over that course of time, he's played 81 games, 200 total defensive tackles, 29 special teams tackles, 3 sacks, and 12 interceptions, in which he got half of them just last year. He has one
Keep in
touchdown. He got a
mind,
pick six in 2023 and two forced fumbles.
keep in mind, he did get drafted in 2020, but it was canceled due to COVID.
Yep, this is true.
So, if, and a big if, we can get Deshaun Amos signed, 3 out of that 5, I'm okay with.
Yeah. Well, and the thing is, as well, is if you really look into it, the Katsantonis is one of the most important faces in the league for a couple reasons. Number one, he's obviously an incredible player. He's the best safety in the league. There's that for starters. Secondly, he's been on the team that he's been on his entire career and is going to be there for another 3 years in the sense of he's one of the most
He's
marketable
a lifer.
players. No, but he's marketable. It's easy to market a guy when he sticks around in his market. You know what I mean? And so there's that. The other factor is he's also a CFL content creator. Basically, he does videos like me and Rick does, but he's way better at it. So that's
He does it
Katsantonis.
on his own channel.
Yes, he does, and he's fantastic. His content's really good, and I honestly love it. And that's exposure that this league needs. And so he is like Katsantonis is such a healthy, like the existence of a player like that is so healthy for the league, and it's one of those things. Any money that they pay to him, they're going to make it back, and they're going to make back so much more because of it. And so if you're Hamilton, this is a guy you want to keep around. This is a guy where if I'm a Ticats fan, I'm thinking I don't ever want this guy to play for anyone else's team. Like I look at him as kind of almost a similar role to a Jake Thomas in Winnipeg. Jake Thomas played his entire career in Winnipeg, always re-signed and stuck around there, and then found himself a coaching position. Now going into the 2026 season, if I was Katsantonis, that would be my goal. Stick around in Hamilton my whole career, and then once my career as a player is done, transition into a coaching role, and he's killing it. Honestly, nothing but good things to say about him.
Katsantonis is what I would call what Simone Lawrence was on defense, like that voice leader on defense. Every defense has it. I'm sure your guys is Willie Jefferson. Other teams have different leaders on.
Well, you know what it was? Willie Jefferson was he was the guy that got everyone excited, and he's very much a mentor. But Jake Thomas was also a mentor. He wasn't. Willie Jefferson is very over the top, and the fans love him. And Jake Thomas, not that he doesn't talk at all, but he was a lot quieter in regards to his kind of showmanship. You know what I mean? As an entertainer, and was just a very good veteran presence for the Bombers. And so Katsantonis kind of finds himself somewhere in that.
One other thing that I'm going to mention, only because it has to do with Katsantonis, is there are a lot of fans out there that were not happy with what happened over the weekend. And I'm not sure if you had seen this or not.
What are we talking about?
The women's PWHL was in Hamilton on the
Yes,
weekend.
I did see this.
So there is some fans out there that aren't too happy that Toronto's team was wearing the Hamilton Ticat colors.
I mean, I understand. Like, do you want my take?
So my thing is, this goes back to what you're saying. Katsantonis was out there promoting the Ticats at a hockey event in Hamilton. There could be other people who I'm not going to name names in Toronto that could do the exact same thing with other teams in the league, but choose not to.
Well, here's my thing. So, firstly, I mean, they were in Hamilton. They were wearing a Hamilton jersey. I mean, to me, I see this as no different than I'll give you a great example. Yeah. When a lot of musicians tour, like for example, I remember when Alice Cooper did a concert in Winnipeg. I went to that concert, and at the end of the show, he wore a Jets jersey and it said Cooper on the back and, all that sort of jazz. I guarantee you that when he went to Calgary the next night, he was wearing a fucking Flames jersey. In the sense of, it's not that deep. It's just for some promotional material.
No,
if
I know.
You went up
Some
to
people
half
take
the
it the wrong
Toronto,
way, but...
no, I understand that, and I understand a little bit of frustration. As a good friend of mine who's an Argos fan who was not pleased with it was kind of mentioning, well, what if they played in Saskatchewan and they were wearing Rider gear? To which I said, fair enough. I might not, I might be like, Rider gear. But also at the same time, I think I would kind of realize it's not that deep. You know what I mean? In the sense of, I'll put it this way. If you ask anyone on the Toronto Scepters roster who their favorite CFL team is, are they even going to remember the name of are they going to remember the name Hamilton Tiger-Cats? Probably not. It's probably some dipshit who's like, hey, put this jersey on for a photo. They're like, okay.
I mean, true.
Legitimately, I guarantee you that at least a couple of them would completely forget the name of the team. And that says nothing about them. And it just says everything to do with that.
To be honest,
it was just a photo op. You know what I mean?
To be honest, I even forgot what the name of the Toronto team is.
Toronto Scepter. But exactly. But that proves my point. You know what I mean? That proves my point exactly in the sense of Katsantonis was wearing a Toronto Scepters jersey. And even though this whole time we were talking about this, you completely forgot the name of the team because it's just not that deep.
Scepters, I just think of Harry Potter.
At the end of the day, Hamilton sold very well for PWHL, 16,000, which is just fantastic. I think a PWHL franchise in Hamilton would work very well, and I hope they someday get it. And I'm excited when I go to the PWHL in March.
I'm actually looking forward to waking up every morning now until February to see more Ticat signings.
Well, we're gonna try to cover them. Trust me, Rick. Once I get healthy, we're fine a night and we're hammering out 10 more videos or something like that.
You don't even know.
I just need to get healthy because my voice is like fucking mashed potatoes right now. It's brutal. So before we wrap this video up, the target of this video, Stavros Katsantonis.
Yes,
29 years old, safety.
Bakersfield Bandit.
The Bakersfield Bandit. Final kind of closing remarks on that signing. Yay, nay, where are you? Yay.
One of our top key signings that I was hoping for us to re-sign, to be honest.
And it's now done, and you got him for the next 3 years, so this is not a conversation you got to revisit in 2027 for the season, as well as 2028.
One more thing that I'm going to probably bring up more and more as we bring out these videos. Every team deserves kudos, not just Ticats, Winnipeg, for giving multi-year fucking deals.
What about the multi-year deals, sorry?
No, I'm saying we're seeing more and more, and I'm saying give the teams kudos.
Yes.
For giving out multi-year deals instead of these one-year deals, multi-year deals.
Yes, I'm a fan. I realized before I was doing the Rob Van Dam, and I'm like, no. It's yes. That's what it is. Is it like the J Uso? What the hell is that?
One word, 4 letters.
Without further ado, thank you guys so much for tuning into this video. Make sure you guys leave a like share it around, and subscribe if you haven't already. And make sure you guys join our Discord. Link in the description below to our Discord, where we discuss all things CFL, NHL, all sorts of sports stuff. So do that, because Rick is pissing himself laughing on the other side of this. And we'll see you guys next time.